Hey,
morning.
hey, hey.
No, we're not doing a jingle.
We should do an acapella one day.
No,
That'd
we're
be
not
fun.
like the
Colton
radio
keeps trying.
show
There's like
comedians.
3 or 4 episodes where Colton's tried to kick it off.
Here's the thing: Discord has just enough lag where if you've ever tried to sing with other people on Discord, it's horrible. It's so bad. I've been in a few Discord calls where people.
Mountain.
No, shut the fuck up.
Secret tunnel.
Boy.
I've been in a few Discord calls where people try and like sing, and it just turns into static and horrendous.
Oh, speaking
sounds.
of Kari, the symphony is going to be playing the Avatar soundtrack, and then I think in May, so that'll be pretty fun.
The Vancouver Orchestra or something?
Yeah,
Nice.
You call
I can see
your
that.
Vancouver
I would
orchestra
love.
the
I would
symphony
literally get out of my
symphony?
house to go see them play 40K music.
Sorry, Kari. Calvin decided to talk over you. What did you say?
I was making fun of you, so it's actually for your.
All right, you know what, Calvin? Talk over Kari more.
You just try to-
roasting the shit out of you. Get fucked. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Anyway, so
No, that'd be
welcome to
fun. Yeah,
episode-
have you
welcome
guys?
to episode
I
80,
think the last
everybody.
time I went to a symphony was like was there
I
like
was
a
a
Mario
kid.
one
I was a
or
kid.
something?
Oh yeah. I did I took my brother to a Zelda one.
I remember you.
That's the
Oh.
one I wanted to go to. Ugh.
I
It was
may
good.
have been the
Got
Zelda
drunk.
one. I remember it was a game one, but I wasn't even really into games. But my parents were
Mm.
like, "Oh," I mean, I was
I-
into games, but like it wasn't into the songs played. Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure I've told it on the podcast that when me and my brother went to this, like we went and we like grabbed like 2 beers each and went and sat down, and then like they played songs. It was awesome. We knew all of them, and then there was like an intermission. All right, let's grab 2 more beers. Let's keep going. And we like went out, and like the line was like absolutely massive. Like there was just like people like lined up like out the door. We're like, well, fuck that. And then as we were going to like the bathroom, we noticed that there was just like 50, like 1,000 nerds lined up for like the merch line, and there was 0 people at the bar. We're like, nice. So we just went and did that.
Classic.
Yes.
Yes. So, well, we got some shots. We got some new releases to talk about. What we got here at the top?
All right. Guess Calvin's starting us off.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hey,
back, buddy.
everybody.
By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a month. I know all my adoring fans miss me. Our views
Mhm.
dropped by
Yep.
1.
Viewership has really dropped.
I mean, 1.
Yeah, we
would
haven't
be
got a
like,
comment in like 2 weeks.
Okay, I'll say. Okay, I'll make this nice and controversial. Warhammer blows. Henry Cavill is a terrible person. There you go. That's the hook.
All right.
So this is secret level. So there's going to be some secret level spoilers, but they're not really spoilers. They're you can spoil secret level. I feel like. I mean, some of them are kind of fun not to spoil. But like there's a Warhammer 40K one. You know what's going to be in the Warhammer 40K one. What I was surprised about was just how pretty it was and how they did like very artsy fartsy shots, which was like more than I was expecting. Like this first shot, before the shot of them shooting and blowing up some aliens, it's 10 seconds of just black with no sound. It just sits there because all the lights go out and it just sits there like this. Then all of a sudden stuff starts blowing apart and all you see is the red fire and then the blue glowing blood.
Right.
And this is like a fight sequence, camera spinning around. Great,
Very
real
reminiscent
solid.
of the Batman sequence, when, like the guns, like the flash
Oh,
of the
yeah,
missiles
yeah,
go
yeah.
off. Yeah.
It's exactly that. Like flash, flash, black, flash, flash. But what's cool is as this goes on, that blue blood stays glowing. So as the fight goes on, there's more and more light through like the whole sequence, which is really cool.
That's cool.
And it ends up on them and stuff. And then the second shot is like the end of the fight as they're
Nice.
walking away, which is this looks like this looks like an illustration. It doesn't, it felt
very
so
cool.
kind of like this is definitely pushed way farther than you would probably want to, maybe if you're going for pure realism, maybe. But I thought this was,
Very
was
cool.
like so pretty. There was a couple different moments like this where they're just like, oh, somebody was just like, let's just make a really good image. We don't really need to worry about the fact that maybe it's pushed a bit too far.
Yeah, no, it's
But-
animated. It's all stylized.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no,
stylized.
it's
All the
really
episodes
cool.
I've seen so far, which is only like 5 of them or something, they've all had a little bit of their own look, but they still like reside like it feels like the color was kind of done the same way type of thing.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's
Yeah, very cool. You have to keep watching them all. So they're all the Armored Core one's very good too. Very cool.
I was just looking for the Armored Core one. I couldn't find it. I was so confused.
That's good, yeah.
What's it called? Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I was definitely. I've been pleasantly surprised. The Sifu one, I've almost skipped almost every single one except for Hammer, but I was like, I'll give it a minute. I wasn't like expecting to like the Sifu one that much.
Wow.
But it felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like what I want game trailers to be. You know what I mean? Like the Sifu
Like
one felt like,
cinematics.
I
yeah,
wouldn't be
like a game
surprised
cinematic, but like,
if
10
those
minutes. Like
companies
how
also
long
worked
is
on them.
I mean, that's what it is, but
Yeah.
it would be cool if when companies did announcements, it's not like a 30-second thing that goes on a TikTok reel. It's like, here's a short, and yeah, we're
I
doing
feel like
game.
games do that a lot of the times. They'll be like their announcement trailer will be like some big
Yeah, but it's
cinematic.
like 2 minutes long,
Yeah, that's
I guess Overwatch had something and stuff like that. Yeah, some games
Yeah,
do
it's
it, I
like
guess you're
Overwatch
right.
thing.
But the Sifu one felt like Sifu one was really good.
Speaking of
Speaking
Sifu,
of Sifu.
well, that's
Speaking
what
of
cool.
Sifu, I brought. Guess we're gonna skip Cade. I brought
We'll stick to secret levels
3
first.
Sifu shots. I have still
Nice.
haven't watched any of Secret Level yet. I'm gonna get to it right after this podcast. But yeah, I thought this looked really pretty. I remember playing the game a little bit when it came out, and it was really fun. And yeah, I just took some pretty shots. I
Yeah,
like
it's pretty.
just like the texture work that they did in the first far one on the left here. It looks really good. Nicely balanced.
The middle one you have here, it's like it takes place of like a fight in a club, obviously.
Mhm.
And when I was watching, I was just they have so many like lights that like that are just like flashing from all different directions at
Yeah.
all time. Like it's probably even like not even like it feels like there's so many like that aren't even like maybe in the room, but they just have ones for like stylistic reasons and
Mhm.
stuff flashing on and off.
Yeah.
But there was quite the setup for that because I'm sure there's a lot that are like they want to be timed with like punches and stuff, and then
Mhm.
get some frames where you're like, let's not light up that or whatever, but still
So
very pretty.
Lighter's Nightmare. Great.
You just render
but
them all on and comp does it. What are you talking about?
I was looking at that and I was just like, the amount of fucking light passes would have absolutely sucked.
Yeah. Not to mention just like
compositor.
the setups to begin with. Like if you're just rolling onto the show and the lead just like here's 50 lights go, and you're just like trying to just navigate it, and you're like, fuck.
Actually, you know what? It was probably less lights than we're thinking, but they probably like if you turn off light 5, you change the color and you turn it back on, right? Which makes
Could
it
be,
a lot more.
Could be
it
that
is
too.
like
a little
spinning a
bit
lot too, so
easier.
they could easily get away with that, where it doesn't look like one light flashing different colors. Like as you turn a different light flash on, you don't know where that's coming from.
Right.
But yeah,
Well,
very good.
in
You
any
should all,
case, Nightmare.
watch.
And then yeah, this last shot, just very pretty shot.
Mhm.
Especially the
Nice.
camera rotation, like going down as if it's following Sifu. So
I think that's the first shot, right?
yeah, it's the first shot.
Yeah, I love that shot because when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, please drop the camera straight down and go real slow with like a big rotation," and they did, and I was like, "Yes, such good payoff."
Gotta
I've
always
been happy with the
appreciate
show.
Stylized rain.
That's
Yeah,
the
just the
first
very
thing I was
long
thinking
streaks.
about was the rain, and it was weird because the rain in the far distance. Maybe it's hard to tell with this image, but the far distance is really getting lit up by like mid ground rain is really getting lit up by really far rain, which I thought was, I don't know if I liked it or not, but it was cool.
Yeah,
It was
it's
pretty.
very much like the classic like put in like a
Molts.
comp element and then you glow what's there and it brights up
Yeah.
all of your element, not
But
just what's near it.
Like I would normally call it a mistake, but since it felt so purposeful,
Yeah,
yeah, I was like, okay, never mind.
feels adds to the kind of painterly
Purposeful.
feel. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure it
purposeful
is.
is a word. So
Who knows?
Yeah, good stuff.
yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff.
And
Definitely
last but not least,
Yeah, I did my homework. Cal wasn't here, so he has no.
I mean, I've
he has
talked about
excuse.
you watching this fucking movie.
Yeah,
We've
that's
talked
I've
about
never
this
watched this movie
so many
I've
times.
been on
such
a
a good
Coen
movie.
Brothers kick. I watched No Country for Old Men, and then now I watched.
Oh, that's another.
I'd seen that one before, but I wanted to rewatch it.
Yeah, we talked
But
about it last week, Calvin.
yeah. And yeah, so I finally watched The Big Lebowski. I always knew I was gonna like it. I just never sat down and watched
Is that
it.
a scrubbing bubbles? The fuck?
I just
I
saw
was gonna
that
ask,
too.
do you guys have scrubbing bubbles in Canada? Because I could never find them in Canada.
I've
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I've never seen one in person.
What are we talking about? Oh, the on the
The
right side of the
little-
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
never-
seen the ads. I thought it was an oil cleaner thing. Am I
It's
crazy?
like a bubbling clean. Yeah, you use it to clean the tub.
I thought it was like. I didn't think it was for.
But this movie's like
People.
early '90s, right, or mid '90s. So
Late
the fact that
90s.
it's then scrubbing bubbles that old. Damn. Okay. Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those. Yeah, been around.
Oh yeah, it was good. It was a good, really fun, kind of silly movie. I find that's what they like the Coen brothers do kind of with their movies is they don't really tell you a lot and they kind of just throw you in the story and things happen. It doesn't really they don't really feel so much like here we're building up. Okay, here's what it's about. Here's the middle. Then here's a big
here's
third
the
act where
arc.
something's happening. It's just kind of just here's the story and it's good. It's very cool.
It's always such a risk, right? Like just
Yeah.
dumping you in the story because it can feel like so disjointed or just like super confusing. But
Yeah.
they usually knock it out of the park pretty hard.
Yeah, because this, No Country for Old Men's kind of the same, but then, Burn After Reading is kind of like that too, where it's just a bunch of these ridiculous characters who go through a story. I know I've seen True Grit before, but I haven't seen it since it was in theaters, so I'll have to rewatch that one too.
You know
And
what?
Fargo.
I think I saw True Grit when I was like 8.
You're definitely old.
Is that the one with Haley Steinfeld starting out?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, True Grit?
True Grit. That was
Isn't
in
True Grit from the
2010.
70s?
No.
Okay.
There might be. I'm
2010.
talking about the Coen Brothers one specifically. I don't know if there's an
Okay.
old one. Yeah, that's very good. I'm gonna continue my Coen Brothers watch. I'll probably watch Fargo next. I've only ever seen a couple seasons of the show.
Fargo's incredible.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie, so I think that'll be next on my hit list.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Shot Spot.
We got some drawings over here. What is this? This is Calvin's art.
Yeah, this is my art.
Calvin just did some art for us. This is big. Hold on. Put this over in the chat.
I was sitting here and I was thinking about Warhammer symbolism. I've always wanted to get. No, who deleted it? You bastard.
No, it's over.
I moved it over. It's an art challenge
We're
now.
gonna go right to the art challenge now because Calvin did
no,
art.
don't do this.
So tell us, Calvin. Tell us about this art.
No, you know what?
What do the symbols mean?
Have you shown it already? Wait, where did it
Yeah,
go?
it's on screen.
To the right side.
Oh, hold on. I'm like moving my Cintiq. Okay, we've seen it. You guys do your art stuff. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna draw more little symbols because I was having fun.
Okay.
So this is
Our art challenge for this week was Kari just wanted to do landscape.
Yep.
So I did this today. Is yours even a landscape, Kari?
Oh wow, okay, this is good.
I will upload mine right now.
I did. Throughout the week, I had started like 2 different things, and then I was like, I didn't like either of them. And then today, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a landscape high up. I was gonna throw some clouds over it, and that'll be that. So that's,
got your Gaia in there. Got your. Is this in Blender?
Blender, yeah.
You have like a similar map setup for Blender things like that for your textures.
Starting to.
Got spoiled, huh? So how it could
it's
be,
the
huh?
same. It's the exact same.
I was exactly the same. Whatever.
Wait, what are you talking about? Map stuff, like textures?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact same. It's got a no graph. You put in textures, and it does things.
Yeah.
Get off your Houdini high horse.
Nice.
You're talking about putting textures in a map and then doing different textures to like multiply.
I'm just saying
Simple,
quality of life, niceness. You know how it is.
Blender's better.
Blender is better. I agree. Yeah, no one should use either. But Blender.
That's what I made. It doesn't look great. There's a bunch of like that speckly bit was something that was broken, but I exported this out of Gaia and I was like, well, that's that. And I read it out of Blender. I was like, and put
I
it
don't
in.
know what speckly bit you're talking about.
Was that the rocks?
Yeah, the rocks.
It was
displacement.
Is something with the normals. Something broke out of Blender or something, but
because it looks like the Gaia rocks. Like that rock setting.
Yeah.
And it gives you that.
But I mean, far away, it kind of adds texture. So whatever.
Yeah, it's texture, detail. You added detail.
Yep. Well,
Better than.
What'd you bring us, Curry?
All right, you ready? I'll just drag it right here below.
Blow us away.
Yep.
Nope. Oh boy. Can we play this? Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, it's got music. Oh. Let's do this. I like the vibes.
Is this
Was
art?
this what I'm supposed to
Like
look at?
the image is, or am I just not loading it? Hold on.
You gotta play it. It's a
You have to
video.
play it.
Oh, he did. What is this? Oh, you
It's
fucking
very
psychopath.
Kari.
Very nice. I like the ambient music.
Yeah.
I sketched something really quick, and I was like, "This is so crap. I'm gonna glow it out." And then as I glowed it out, I was like, "Ooh, I should put a synth over this." So then I decided to make a video.
I hate you.
I love it, Kari.
And it worked.
Such
This is
like
this is the final result.
Nice.
And then I put it in the edit, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I should scale down the image so it's really small in frame. It doesn't even take up the whole frame. You kind of surround by blackness. You feel drawn into the center. You know, that's the motion I was going
And
for."
I see it's called Prism has felt the true inheritance of the privileged but only forsaken echo.
Yep. You know, lots of deep.
What's the meaning behind that?
You see, there's 3 prisms in this landscape. You know, this dreamy landscape, and they are.
I forgot Prism was one of our things.
Hey, what?
Nothing, Calvin.
You guys fighting down below? Oh,
they're not even listening to us.
They're not even partaking.
All right, we're looking at your art now, Calvin.
Yeah,
no,
Calvin, what is this?
I'm having an issue with
down
my
here.
pen. I'm trying to diagnose panty shoes.
What is this, Calvin?
I wanted to draw a bunch of war.
Nice. Cool.
Wow.
I need to draw
Good
more
stuff. Yeah, you do.
I have this fucking Cintiq. I don't
do a sketch every week for the art challenge. Good next year.
Hey, Calvin, I literally spent 20 seconds on mine.
Yeah.
I know, like
Just
you
little-
doing that makes me feel like such a jackass. That's like my point. Is like
We don't even have
I
to
feel
do
like I
like
could-
a prompt. We could just say just do something every week. And then...
no, I don't hate the prompt idea because I don't give a shit enough. Like you know, it's fun.
And I mean, also half the time, if any one of us doesn't like the prompt, we kind of like just find a way to make what we want to make into the prompt. Like, oh, you know, it's there. But yeah.
Yep.
Very cool.
I feel
sketch.
like your drawing, Calvin, could be a Jolly Rancher.
Jolly
Jolly Rancher?
The candy?
No, the pirate flag. Roger Jolly.
No, Jolly Rancher's
Jolly
a candy.
Ranger?
What is the pirate flag called? I know what you're trying to say now, but I don't know what it is either. Jolly Roger?
What are pirate flags called?
I don't know why this is giving me like
Yeah,
shit.
Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger, gotcha.
Yeah.
Jolly Ranchers are like those sweet little like rectangular.
I remember now, yes. I'm sure someone's done that. But yeah, this will be your pirate ship in Sea of Thieves, your logo.
There you go. Carve that into some wood and slap it on shit.
Is that your signature at the bottom, Calvin?
No, I'm having pen problems. I'm trying to.
I thought it was at first.
I mean, actually, you know what? That's very similar to my signature. My signature, fuck me, I love it.
Subconscious, you know.
It is like let me do my signature. It's
Foreheads.
Yeah, let's all see your signature so we can replicate it.
Signature.
I also realized that
like it's
very good.
I found out that the pirate voice,
like that. It's ridiculous.
The pirate voice, R,
like the R, like the pirate voice was like based on like an actor, like from Treasure Island.
And he just based it off like a funky like UK farmer accent. That's where he got it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy watching and listening to him originally do it, like the Treasure Island from when was that? The 70s or the 80s? Because it's like, oh, it is just like a heavy West Country with a bit of like
It's 1950. Like Robert Newton.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's just like aliens, right? They're always little gray men.
Well, that's because we've seen them.
Where did that come from? Like the little green men, or the green.
You know, our craniums are big and getting bigger, and our mouths are getting smaller. So.
Oh, is that the idea?
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
What?
Calvin's brain is getting smaller.
Yeah, usually it's like generational. They could maybe measure something. With me, it's like hourly.
Yeah.
It's just like
I thought I
like
lost weight.
Sheen.
Turns out it was half my brain.
Yeah.
That is a lobotomy, Calvin.
Oh
And
no!
you might benefit from one.
Oh, oh no!
Oh jeez. That fucking Sheen.
What else? What else happened this week?
Why is Sheen on the screen, bro?
Oh man.
Big brain. Yeah, what's
Big
going on in
brain.
the world? Oh yeah, we got Rivals Com's going to go on his little Venom rant.
Oh.
Something about
Dude,
instant walking.
Oh, you
Yeah.
actually, I saw you've been playing Venom a lot.
So,
I'm so happy about that.
so I you said Venom originally.
Yeah,
and
he's great. I love him.
I hated Winston in Overwatch. Are we still recording? We're still recording.
Yeah.
I hated Winston.
I agree. Yeah,
Um,
Winston was boring.
because also like his whole thing was I didn't understand. You dive the back line and you instantly die. Overwatch tanks are like no fucking hell. But anyways, I was playing a lot of Jeff, and then I needed a tank, and I was just kind of going through them, and I found Venom was like the one of the things in that game that's like really hard is initiating because there's not too many initiators, other than just kind of running at the enemy. But Venom, you come in hauling ass and you drop in the middle of them. You grab all of them with your right click, and then you just kind of like last there as long as you can, and then like shield up when you get to like below 200 health, and
And then
you're
just
just
dip.
trying to, and then you're just trying to dip. And,
Yeah.
and if you have really good healers, you can just fucking sit there for a while.
It's great. Yeah.
And maybe you can get kill a healer or two. So yeah, he's super simple to execute on. If you have your ult, you're just never gonna die. Like they have to chunk through like 2,000-3,000 HP to be able to kill you. And the whole time, you're trying to take out healers and stuff. It's the game's fun. It's definitely got problems.
I have a question actually
What's
that might be entertaining for even non-players.
Mhm.
You don't know much about this. What exactly is role queue? Because there's a lot of contention about this. It
I was
seems.
about to talk about role queue.
What is why
Okay,
should it or should it not have role queue?
Why should you care? Essentially, is what you're asking.
Yeah.
So what role queue is okay. So that essentially role queue is to solve the problem that happens in these games. Say you join the game, you're in ranked, you're in competitive, and you join with 5 DPS players and 1 healer. You are going to get unless you're running some crazy weird strat and you're a 6 stack, you're going to get wrecked without much skill by 2-2-2. And 2-2-2 is 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS. Or 1-2-3, which is 1 tank, 2 healers, 2 DPS. Or some variation of that. So it's essentially if you're not running if you're below platinum, so you're in the bottom 90th percentile, which is most people, obviously, 2-2-2 will crush every single comp. Like if you just run 2-2-2 against anybody running anything else, you'll just get crushed. So what role queue is before you start the match, you select if you're playing tank, healer, or DPS. So the game will never put more than 2 DPS in. So the reason why the reason why is people complain about not having a choice in the game, which is bullshit because it just means.
But doesn't that give you a choice though? If you choose
it does. Yes, exactly. But they want to be able to be like, no. These DPS players don't know what they're doing. I'm going to play DPS, which just results in now you don't have a healer or something stupid.
Right.
But
wait.
The
So
other argument is you cannot change. You cannot change. Physically can't change.
I see.
Which
That's
the other argument is the pros don't do it because pros will sometimes mix stuff up with a 1-2-3 or like a 4-2 with like 4 tanks or 5 tanks or something weird. But again, they're not in the bottom 90th percentile. You know what I mean? So it's a bit stupid. That being said, every single game that I've played once they've added role queue has been such a better experience. It's a great experience. Because if you really
just
want
add
to play
it as
DPS,
a separate mode and then being like
so that's what Overwatch did. They added it as a separate mode, and of course, it became the default where 95% of players go to because it's so much more comfortable. You don't have to play it if you don't want to, but no one fucking plays the other mode because it fucking blows you just end up losing a quarter of your games because there's 5 DPS and no one wants to.
So what's the argument against it then? Is it like I mean, I get your.
I'm a pro. I'm a professional player, and I think in a pub group that we should be using professional strats, which is stupid. It's not a real argument. And then I've never read the only other argument that I've read is the flexibility and choice mid match. But and it's also like it is restrictive and it makes the game a bit more stale because every single game is 2-2-2.
Can you?
And I noticed Colton. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If it after you've like roll queued or whatever, are you able to change heroes in that same class? Just you can't change.
Yeah. You can run.
Okay.
Like if you're like, oh, Venom's not working, you can swap it up for something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's not
like
bad.
as a tank or a healer, you want to be able to play like at least two.
I feel like having more modes never hurts.
Yeah, no. Well, the problem is the players that like think they're good, and some of them are, and really high-end players. Sometimes this loud audience says Roku's bad. Every time we get that gets added, everyone gets more happy. So, like Dota does it a really, really good way, where if you
I guess that's what's confusing. Oh, go ahead, guys. Sorry, still
but if you queue for every role in Dota, you get credits towards playing whatever you want. So if you queue for every role, you're then able to like play 5 games where you're queuing for. It's like a fill role essentially, where it's like you could be put into anything. And then once you've done a bunch of those games, you have like 50 games where you get to play DPS if that's what you want. Here's the thing. In Overwatch, like healer and tank queues, especially tank queues, well, at least when I was playing last, which is a while ago, were instant. Like literally, like click the button, like Rivals is right now. Click the button, you're instantly in a game. DPS queues are 20 to 30 minutes long. So a lot of DPS players that don't like it for that reason, because they're like, I want to play more, but they can't. Or so
Now, here's a crazy take. First, actually, I heard Colton give thumbs down earlier. Are you against
roll
queue? Give
your
take.
You don't like roll
Give
queue?
Colton's take.
No,
Oh, let's hear this
Why?
from Colton's side.
Okay,
let's do it.
Boring take is legitimate.
No, I think it's boring and dumb. Due to the fact that the wait times are longer. If you want a specific role, because most people are going to want this happened.
DPS.
This happened in League. This happened in League, and it also happened in Overwatch. And I think it takes the fun out of the game when you can kind of just swap around and do whatever you want. Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
that's my only thing against it.
I get that it's you're playing comp. This isn't quick
though.
play. This is comp, and you should be playing kind of like semi-optimally.
But the thing is that it happens for
if I join a comp game and I'm playing healer or tank, which I am, and I have 5 DPS, it's an instant loss. Like you lose. There's unless it's a stupid stomp.
I mean, I don't mind if you're like competitive or whatnot, but for quick play, just
for quick play. No. Don't do roll queue for quick play. Fuck that.
But they've changed that. They've had that for Overwatch and League.
But Overwatch, it's an option. You can do whatever you want. But everyone fucking plays roll queue. Everyone plays it, and then it essentially kills the other community. So like I get the argument, but it's really frustrating to like. For example, I've never gotten to play DPS other than like when we played a little bit, and I played DPS like once. So I've played like a good 15, 16 hours already, and I've never.
Because you were sitting there waiting to see what other people picked.
Yeah, you wait to see what other people pick.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to win the game. So that's what you have to do in comp. Like I'm talking about comp. Yeah. I'm only talking about comp. For a quick play, hell yeah, let's run 6 healing or everyone do DPS. That's fine. Like no big deal. But for comp, it's frustrating. It's like, yeah, it's frustrating. It's just frustrating to watch like 4 of the people be like, I'm so selfish, I won't even try. It's just, I don't like it.
They like what they like. It's a game. Have fun. You know. I guess in competitive.
Yeah, but that's
my crazy take.
Quick play. That's. I'm happy to do that in quick play.
I have a crazy take. I think this is a sign that the hero shooter is inherently flawed, and there needs to be a better something.
So with Dota and League, you kind of have to run position 1 through 5. It's just how the game kind of works. I mean, Colton, you can speak to League more, but you kind of have to. There's some exceptions, but the game naturally like lends itself so much to 1 through 5.
What is this 1 through 5 was?
So it refers to positions. It usually is farm priority. So 1 is like the carry, heavy farmer. 2, usually the mid lane. In Dota, at least, it's the mid lane. They'll have slightly less priority, but they're farming a lot of the map. 3 is getting a fair bit of farm. They're like an offlaner, an initiator, make things happen. And then 4 and 5 are like dedicated support roles. Where like Overwatch, that doesn't really make sense. Or like, anyways, we've blabbed on this enough. They'll add it eventually. But it's a good game. It's super fun though.
For all the nerfs though, because there's a lot of imbalance at the moment.
Well, like I don't think anyone knows what the meta is, and also the season shit's so weird.
100%. I know, but I'm waiting until all the changes are gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't figure out. I think it's gonna take a month or two. But I can't figure out if Jeff is good or not. I have no idea. He's so much fun to play. Yeah, all the heroes are super fun. But I think you're right that there is some imbalances. Like Hela seems a bit busted. She's like huge range damage and also has like the most health for I think any DPS, which is weird.
I would say Iron Fist is deflectability could.
It's Iron Fist.
Iron Fist is weak.
When you play him.
Says the Iron Fist player.
I just have to carry the character,
I think you're just weak at him.
Iron Fist is
no,
cool. I don't know. I like seeing the clips of him flying through the air beating up an Iron Man. Like that's funny. You know what I mean? When he's just when somebody who knows what they're doing is like doing attack chains and like keeping in the air, just chasing an Iron Man down. That's so fucking funny to me.
Have you seen it when there's like a healer who's just paired up with him, like Snow or something, and he's just unstoppable.
Just pocketing him. I mean, that's a good idea, but
pocketing, that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's fun. I haven't really had an issue with him. I play a lot of healer. I haven't really had an issue with him. But I play Jeff, who is like, you can go into little shark mode and it's pretty easy to go up a wall and over a ceiling and disappear.
You go up walls?
Jeff is dope, dude. Yeah, Jeff can go up walls and ceilings and stuff like Venom and Spider-Man. If you like hold spacebar when you dive, like little shark mode where it's just your fins sticking above the ground.
Yeah.
You can like swim up walls and shit. And there's like sick tech with whenever you come out of that, you can kind of go flying a little bit. So there's like sick movement tech, like bouncing around and like getting away from DPS using it. It's super fun. It's a lot of fun.
If you like Jeff, you'd probably be good at Splatoon, Calvin.
Speaking of, this is funny. There is a Christmas mode coming for Rattles. And there's a free Jeff skin, and there's also a mode that's literally Splatoon with Jeff. It's killing each other and then painting the whole map, and it's 6v6 Jeff. Or it's 5v5,
that's fun.
But it's all Jeff.
I haven't seen that.
So you gotta paint the map. Yeah, it's coming out on the 20th. I was like, that'll be super fun.
That's awesome.
Jeff's like a really weird healer because he has that like potential to wipe a team. Which is not like I was in a game today, like an hour ago, where Jeff like saved us twice, and he pretty much won us the game by just wiping 4. It was like a 4 wipe and then a 5 wipe back to back. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been killed by a Jeff many a times.
It's a weird. Yeah, he's fun. He also does a fuckload of damage, but if you pair him with Snow or something,
good stuff.
Anyways, that game's fun.
Yeah.
Try it. It's free.
I'm worried it's just going to turn into Overwatch and have all like the same issues as Overwatch does. But we'll have to see.
We'll have.
Is Overwatch paid?
No. Just
Isn't
Battle Pass now. Well, actually, you know what?
Overwatch,
at one point, there was a time when you had to pay for it, and you got like
about 1 or 2. I thought 2 you had to pay for. Yeah, 1 I have like.
1 cost money at the beginning.
It was just
one did.
It did, yeah.
Does 2 cost money now? No.
2 is free.
But anyways, I think Rivals is. I don't know if it'll stick around, but it's definitely fun. Go play it.
I think it will for a bit, a couple months at least.
Snap.
Sure. Yeah. I've been surprised. I've been impressed that they've managed to actually make like 2 good games. I've heard a lot of good thing about Snap. I just don't want to learn another.
What's the next genre they're gonna go for?
Hero card game and then hero shooter, RPG.
I mean,
good RPG.
Yeah. They've already done like action game, like their Spider-Man games.
Yeah, they got Spider-Man games.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's already
But I know like well they're doing Blade next, so I guess like kind of like stealthy arcane. Not arcane.
I know what you're saying. The studio that shut down.
No.
Yeah, did they get shut down? You're talking about the game with like the sword and it's kind of cyberpunky or not cyberpunk, steampunk. It's kind of steampunky.
Yeah.
And
what's the what? Dishonored.
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 Yeah, they're making the Blade shut down, right?
No, they're making the Blade game.
No, I thought I thought they made what was that bad Microsoft game that everyone dunked on? That was a vampires and we played.
Redfall. I think that was like a branch of them or something.
Oh, okay. I thought they made.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
No. That was.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that Arcane made Redfall, right? Am I crazy?
Arcane? I think so. I think I don't know if they closed down. I think the game just died.
Yeah, Arcane. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
maybe it was
Arcane
like
made
their
Redfall.
Montreal studio.
Mm.
Yeah,
Arcane Austin. Is that their main one?
I don't know.
Isn't EA doing an Iron Man game? Motive.
Didn't even hear about
I
that.
just don't
Everybody-
trust that to be good. I
It's a
don't
long
know.
time ago.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know,
there's
Iron
the
Man
other
game.
Anthem was kind of fun when it comes to flying, but it's like
the other Marvel 1943 Captain America and Black
I
Panther.
remember seeing that.
They were supposed to be like in like a Star Wars
I thought
game,
that came
like
out.
Eclipse.
They're still doing that. That's the
That also kind of run by EA.
no, that's not EA. That one's
Quantum
Quantum
Dream.
Dream. They're the ones who made like aren't they the ones that did like Become Human?
Oh,
I'm looking at
Isn't
them
that
right
Quantum
now.
Dream?
Is it a Chinese studio?
No.
Become Human. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure
I'm
that's
getting-
yeah.
Oh, Become Human is
Heavy
the
Rain, Detroit.
those
Dude,
guys.
Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Those were
Become
predominantly like
Human.
more story and choose your own story type games. So I'm very curious as to how this is going to work then with
Yeah.
Star Wars Eclipse.
I
Maybe
really
Just
want
more of
like a
that than Star Wars.
Star Wars game. That would be fun. Like an official like colony builder that's Star Wars. I think that would be cool. You
Oh,
got to build out like a little space station somewhere in hot space or something.
Yeah.
You got to survive. That would be cool.
That will be cool. Well, this is our last podcast for 2024.
yeah.
Is
Take
it?
a little Christmas break, and then we'll be
yeah.
back in the New Year's. There'll still be shorts every day of the last few weeks podcast, so you'll still be seeing our faces. Well, except for Calvin. Calvin's been phased out of our video content
You
per
could say it like
request of
that.
our audience.
yeah. As per
Fan demand.
comment. Yeah, we got a tip for $400 to never see that guy's face again.
And we took it.
Yeah,
We
I'll
took
take
it.
it. Hell yeah. You want to sponsor to not see me? Please. It's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, that sponsorship's money is running up next year, so he'll be back and pay us again. But yeah, we'll see you next year.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
See
for
you later.
Thanks for watching.
Have a wonderful year.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.
listening.